Welcome to episode 9 of this Let's Play series of Age of Wonders 4. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel. Have you been enjoying the series? The last episode was quite long, but quite enjoyable to play as well, I've got to say. Not just to watch. I hope it was enjoyable to watch as well. But that was, of course, the big battle where we managed to sort of not lose any of our units. In fact, there we go. We've got ourselves the first of our legendary mode units. And so he's gone to legend mode. He's got Exalted Defense is the medal that he then picks up and through this side. So he just gets a +1. Actually, that's all it is. Exalted Defense. Maybe it is just a +1. I thought it would be better than that. That's the Elite medal. That's not quite right either. Where is it? Yeah, at Elite we get the Elite medal of Defense, and then in Legend mode he then gets the Exalted Defense. But we're not seeing it there. I'm not sure why we're not seeing that there. That should be there. Anyway, that's as I say, as I've said all the way through, this is an early access version of the game, so that may be something that will be coming at some point. All right, this is good. We've got a few different level ups in this particular battle. That's all okay, and we did manage to send Kenna Luna, the ruler of the Leonine Awakened, into the void. So he's now going to be in the void for a few turns, which means that we'll actually be able to attack without any enemy spell casting when we actually do fulfill this siege. So we'll probably be able to maybe even we'll have a look and see if there's forces like this guy, for example, that we probably want to keep back out of the fight. Although 20 points is still enough. 20 points of what he's got there is actually not bad at all. So I may still keep him in there. This one's down to 28 points. It still should be okay, I think. Anyway, let's just close this one. But that was a fairly fun battle, actually, got to say. I did enjoy that. Right. So Kenna Luna is now into the void, and that means that he won't be able to do anything with his spell casting and other things as well. Like it'll sort of impact him quite negatively in different ways. Orders required. Now we've got these guys which are heading off towards the combat. In fact, I thought I'd done this. Maybe I hadn't. So we're just going to get these guys to start to move down. Oh, hang on, that's where we needed to be. It's right there. It's all right. It's all right. That's all right. We can still do this. We need to take this one on. This is the now they're all going to still be within range. So when I hover over there, they all highlight when I do it. So they're all going to be part of this particular attack. Now this is going to be a safe battle for us. We'll still actually probably play it out manually, I think. Just again, I sort of want to show off all the different wonderful things that the game has actually got. I mean, it is an Age of Wonders. It's just incredible. So I think if I'll do an auto combat. Like these are quite interesting. These sort of spirit wolves, but we'll do an auto combat. If we lose any units at all, yep, no we didn't, that's fine. So that was an easy victory for us. We'll just close that one off. Alright, digging too deep, the aftermath. So now that the monster of the gold vein have been slain, the surviving miners come out of hiding. We owe you our lives, foreigner. Our master prospector begins to say, take a look at our treasury, name any item, it shall be yours. We will leave this perilous place and return to our homes. He wants to thank us. So as a result, we get a Materium boon. So your communion with the forces of Materium strengthens your rule, temporarily increasing the city stability for all of your cities. The strength of these effects scales up with higher Materium Empire affinity. So all cities of your empire, affects 2 of them, gain 13 city stability for 6 turns. And we can take, and coinage has always been the problem here. We can take 235 gold. I think that's pretty a good idea. We can, if we wanted to, take a jeweled accessory, the Ring of Regeneration. Now, if we want to see what that is, we can just hover across to see. This one heals 10% of its maximum hit points as temporary hit points at the end of its turn in combat. Heals 10 hit points at the start of your turn in the world map. Oh, that is actually worth. That's a lot. So we can actually get them to give us production at Gem Keep. That is a good ring. Wow. Does it say what the doesn't tell us what it's a tier 2 ring. We haven't really got very many items. That's one of the things I'm sort of interested in. Look, I think I might take this. Let's go and do that. So that now comes back in. If we just go and right click on him, and we go across to the objects that we have. You'll see there's an exclamation mark over the object. This slot, we can actually do things in here. So we've got the Ring of Regeneration. So we'll throw that one in there. Actually, what I might do is I might actually not give it to him. I might give it across to the other hero that we actually have, because oh, sorry, that's not a hero. Where's our hero? She's over here. Oh, hang on, close. The reason for that is, what's she got? She's got the Ring of the Inspired Killer. This unit grants double the morale bonus to its allies when killing an enemy. This one is, yeah, this is one that I wouldn't have minded. I think I'm going to actually take that one off. And this is a tier 1 ring. There's a tier 2 ring. If I press the Alt, we can see the difference between them. I think we'll go with the Ring of Regeneration, and we'll bring the Inspired Killer ring back across to the other one. Now, at this point in time, there's no way to go forward and back between your heroes, and I don't know why. I'm assuming that that's going to be changed, maybe changed by the time the game launches. Unfortunately, you do have to now go back out, either click on your hero overview and do it this way, so you can end up sort of going in and inspecting to sort of then be able to do it. But it's yeah, it's not awesome. Without it, I would just wish you could flick back and forwards between them. One thing we haven't looked at, there's a few things like that we haven't actually had a good look at in the game. Like diplomacy, for example. You've got like the diplomatic overview, which gives you all sorts of different summaries, which is actually quite useful. So you've got like Artica in charge of the Gnarled Frostlings, Sangrella, DasTactic, which is us, and then Kenno Lena. Now this is actually going to go through the overall ranking, the military ranking, to sort of see where they are. We're coming second. What's that one there? That's the expansion ranking. We're coming second as well. Magic ranking, we're coming last. So we're doing the worst out of all of the magic rankings, and the economy ranking back in through there as well, which we're coming last at as well. So that just gives us a bit of a summary as to where things actually are. With the free cities, you can see the free cities. So the inactive cities are Breccia, which we've integrated already. There's a few things in through here. So Kenno Luna is in charge of Centre Pike, which is the city that's just back over here. And then we've also got Manafont, which we've got a Pact of Loyalty in 9 turns coming up. And then the different races that we've actually found on the map itself. We've got ourselves, which are the Forgeborn, back and through this side, and we can then have a look to see who the Keeper is. Now the Keeper is important. If we go through to the Leonine Awakened, there's only 11 population, and there's 11 population there. Now Kenno Luna is the current keeper of the Leonine Awakened. If we take over this city and retain it, we will then become the keeper of the whole faction as well. And so this is important for... okay, so the race keeper is a ruler whose empire has the biggest presence on the race, and what it allows us to do, to become the keeper of the race, you need to have 40% of the race's population in your empire. If the race already has a race keeper, you need five population more than them to take it from them. To become the keeper of another player's starting race, the player would need to be defeated first. So the race keeper is the only ruler who can apply major race transformations and minor race transformations. So if we do keep this particular group, the Leonine Awakened, and we'll have a look at that, I think, when it's the time. What have they got? They've got Resolute, so units can be more easily resist enemies, and they've got Desert Adaptation as well, which will be important for what they're building in here, to be honest. They've got Ritual Cannibalism, so they can actually sort of eat from the ground to sort of fix themselves up, and they've also got Shadow Walkers, so the talented spies sneaking past enemy lines to gain precious information. So they've got extra vision range, etc., etc. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that one in through there. But God, this is just such a polished game. It's sort of unusual to find a game that is not launched yet. You know, well, by the time you're looking at this, it will have already been launched. But it's such a joy to play. It really is such an absolute joy to play this game. Orders required. So I'm not going to do anything with her. We'll just leave her where she is. So these are all going to come in next turn. This is our scout. So we're just using the scout just to pretty much just keep on having a bit of a look around, see what else there is. keep on scouting everything out. We still have to get sort of on the rest of the map as well. Okay, orders required, back in through this side. I think what we might do is we might start to take these units to join in with the rest of the army. So we'll take a portion of them. Probably this whole group actually wouldn't be bad. We do actually have... you could keep the mundane ones back there. I might bring her up. She can then join in with that one next turn. Just get the support units, and then we'll just leave the others behind, just to sit on these other slots. Okay, so we might just see what we're actually building. So we're not building anything else there just yet. Now 63. I can build some of these if I spend the money. We do have 6 there. We've got 2 back over this side. We're not building anything there either. I might just go and grab another irregular. Okay, so we can now just cast one of these immediately. And we've got ourselves another Anvil Guard. So that's fine where that is. Then they can just go back into this slot over on the underground passage. Just keep that one blocked off. Okay, we'll end our turn there. We need to save up some of this money. We need to get more money. There we go. We just had a bit of a leap with that. Breaches made in the siege, so we can actually now attack if we wanted to. I can close this and just come back to it and sort of rearrange my forces if I wanted to. One thing we have done is we've broken the battlements. So they've got like a ranged unit in there. I think I might just close this for a second. We'll have another quick look and see if there are forces like this one, for example, which is now going to be at 28. Whoops, hang on, close that one. Oh, there we go. Legendary medal now has shown up, so I just wanted to double check this one. So when this unit enters defense mode, adjacent friendly units gain bolstered defense. All right, that's cool. And yeah, so okay, we do actually have now the legendary medal. So this is as good as these units can get. So he's the top of the tree. Now all of these, again, we've got different units here that have taken a bit of a beating. And what I could do is just move them out of the way. Now, it looks like that one there, we're going to end up with that one as well. Let's move the clearly, weakened ones right out of here. So we'll move him out of the way. He'll no longer participate in the fight. That one's got 25. I think I'll actually leave that one there. I think I'll leave all of these where they are as well. This one's got 27. I'm a bit concerned about the spider, but I can keep the spider well back. So the spider should be okay. Yeah, let's go in with the rest of them. So when we go in, we can do the attack. And so we've now got the 3 different stacks that will be going in against 2 stacks. So they've got like a lot of archer units, and they've got themselves a Dawn Defender, a Sun Priest, a Daylight Spear, which is one of their polearmed units, and then they've also got like one of the scout units as well. So this one shouldn't be really a big problem for us. So you can see there we've certainly got like a lot of capability. But let's actually play this one out manual combat wise, and just so we can sort of go through how it all actually does work. Because again, this is so well done, the way that they've sort of now changed the game to actually just have like a line that you are attacking. It's funny when you look at the progression of Age of Wonders over time, and when you look at Age of Wonders 1, for example, and 2, I think that it might have been 2, I think, when you did an actual assault, it would actually be, you'd surround the whole city. You had the whole city as if you were attacking from all sides. And it was quite interesting to then sort of try to run across and try to maintain the defense of the city itself. Age of Wonders 3 then brought in sort of like the more enclosed area and bunched all 6 attackers around into one area, and now we've just got this 3 versus 3 type aspect, which I think is much, much better. Really impressive what they've done. Now we'll see that the caltraps are sort of flashing away. These are going to be a bit of a problem for us, so we have to be a bit careful of those. Now we do actually have, like, if we go across these, so all of these different things in through here are going to cause bleeding, so, and slowing down as well. So they'll all units spend extra movement points when traversing this hex, and sharp, they'll be bleeding for 3 turns if they do that. And you can see it funnels us in towards certain areas of the attack. So really what we want to be doing is actually bringing our forces through the gaps as quickly as possible and away from these. These are going to have a fairly long range, so they're going to the ballista tower pretty much can hit anything, I think. So we do have to be a bit careful with that one. Now we've got the spider. I have to be careful as to what I do with everything here. Let's just go and add them in. Now we should be okay initially. We've got the Dawn Defender there, which we're not going to have to really worry too much about. We've got our hero with the reflective shield. Can actually go straight into on the attack. That one can just get in behind. Now we've got restoring of temporary hit points as well, and to gain regeneration. Actually, can we use this? Well, we can. This will do damage to everything in there. I'll do it with the actual units. Just get them burning right from the start. We've got this one as well. Not going to be able to do too much. Yeah, we've got minimum that we can do with this. Missed. Now, this is one of these things where we want to do as much damage as possible, and we have certain sorts of attacks. I don't think this one actually has the attacks as such. This is just purely a normal sort of type melee strike. Well, in fact, it does a bit of shock damage as well, but let's just try to get this thing burning. Missed. Oh, that was a bad miss. Move that one through here. Really, this is where the action will be. So we'll just bring this one across as well. Oh, maybe if we take them through here. Like, we'll take some of them through. It's a 50-50 shot there. That's good. Did resist the burning. There's no real benefit going into there. Really, I might as well just bring everyone across this other side. I should have probably brought that one across just to help out the other side over here. Okay, they've all moved. We may have to go on the caltraps. our turn. Be a bit careful with our hero here. Alright, so there's no caltraps right there. We can sort of see them in through that area there. So we'll just move this one across and we can then sort of start to do a bit more damage. Before we do that, let's just have a look and see if there's anything else we can actually get involved with this. Just move this across. So we're now across the gates. Yeah, we can almost kill this one off just with these units. So I can bring these through. That's a 50%, that's a 90% right there. Even if I move, it's still 50% no matter where I am. So let's bring this one inside. Oh, miss. Okay. Bring that one in. So 90% there, back there. There we are. That one's gone. That one's gone. So we'll keep on bringing these inside. Up. We'll go for this one. Near greys. We'll blast these. That's only 30%. Actually, I've screwed this up a little bit. I've left this one too vulnerable. I do have this demon step. I might do that to move back in behind over here. And then I do actually have the other abilities. So I've got the restoring abilities, and I might just do that on myself. Oh, and I've pointed the wrong way. I think I've left that. I've now screwed that up as well. I should have turned her around. I've now left it in a position where she is no longer protecting herself, unfortunately. So I should have spun that one around, and I didn't do it. Got burning areas there. I've got caltraps in through that side. Probably really want to have these going through more than anything. Just get them with the shield wall up. 50% chance there. I mean, I can kill that one off. God, that was a big mistake, leaving her facing the other way. That was a silly mistake. I've got 30% here. All good. That was good. Two good shots there. Just grab those shield walls. Now we've got the spell is ready to launch. I can do this ignite one again, which has been fairly good. And just at doing big damage. We can sort of kill off usually something. I can kill off that one there. I think I'm more concerned about this one, but none of those are really going to matter that much. Oh, that was such a silly mistake. Just get this one burning. Okay, we'll end our turn. Oh, they're going to go after the hero. Yeah, see, I'm flanked and I shouldn't be flanked. Oh, that was so silly. That was so silly. That was my own fault. Unbelievable. Well, it's actually... the game has got this ability to... and I'll keep it in here. I'm not going to re-record it, but I can redo the game because that was a big mistake. A massive mistake of just not turning around. It was what's caused all of that. So we're going to go and do this one here, restart combat, because that shouldn't have happened. So now we'll learn, and this is actually something that I would strongly suggest that you do as you play the game. So it's one of these sort of games where the RNG doesn't seem to sort of play much role. Not in Planetfall it does, but in this game it doesn't. It really does come down to where you position your forces more than anything and how you do things. By not turning around, I left everything open to attack. And I probably really shouldn't have gone in with that one anyway, to be honest, at the front. I should have left the hero back to do other things and gone in with, just started the process with some of these. So let's just move these up this time and be a little bit more circumspect with what we're going to then be doing. I don't know if they'll come all the way out. Let's still move her up. I will cast this on her though. Just to get the restoration happening a bit earlier. We'll still go through with this spell. That was, I think, a good move. And then we've got these as well. By coming in against this other one, I then get the shield wall component coming back across. Like when I sort of set this one up as a shield wall, that will then be applied across to here as well. So this unit will then end up having shield wall applied, which gives it +3 defense, which is actually a lot. It's quite. This is a whole premise, I guess, of how we've sort of been trying to sort of structure things. Now we're still sort of rattled through here. We want to go and get the eggs. That's 50 there. That was good. miss. Again, they can just be get the shield wall up and around these other guys as well. Bring that one across. That's enough to kill it. What is the range on these things? The ballista. 3 to 12, so it can't fire it very, very close, but it can fire quite a distance at 12. Right, so they're staying in the line, not moving in. The AI is very good in this game. Like, it really is good. Now we can start to smash our way through here. So we'll do this. We do want to do as much damage as possible as well. So we'll just go down. We've got 2 shots left over there, 1 shot left over there. I get a better... I am better off there, I think. Might just move it into this other side, this central area. One thing we can do is to burn all of this. So I can set them alight, or I can just set these alight. I might do these. So what we'd be wanting to do in here is to send in the different groups. Now we still can do this shadow step aspect into here potentially, just to sort of take on different areas. This one could can make it around to here. But if I move into this location, I can then destroy that one there. If I move into here and attack this one with this unit. Where I use this demon step. So I can use the demon step into there, but I'll then get attacked by a unit that does very, very well against me. I've got all fire up through there, so I don't really want to be being attacked from that side so much. But I can demon step straight into here, so maybe we'll do that. And we know that it can't fire at 3, so it's 3 less, it can't actually do it, so we're underneath where that is. So let's just go and hit this one. So we got a flanking shot on that one with our demon step, which is good, and our morale is actually now coming up even higher. So we're getting more and more happy with what's going on. Now we will be wanting to come through and hit this fairly hard. It's only a graze, unfortunately. I think I've got two guys here that have both been hit pretty hard. Let's just start the process. Alright, so we've now got this one. This one has now got look, it's had its move. It's got a defense of hang on, what's this one got? A defense of 5 and a resistance of 3. So the defense of 5 though is what we're interested in. So I now want to be bringing one of these in to bring a shield wall in. So we'll now just go in and do that one there. That will then bolster this guy. So he's now gone up to 8. So this is a lot of protection. So he'll be actually fairly good in there. This one here I'm just going to bring across as well. And shield wall into that side, because we've pretty much used everything except for this one in here. Let's just move this one around. And shield wall, up she goes. And this is really the what our faction should be doing. Like, we should be sort of trying to use as many of these shield wall aspects as we possibly can. Now we've done everything now from this side, so it's now just a matter of racing on in. Now who can get there faster? This one here would be the best one. So I'll just bring everyone through now. That one's been destroyed. That's good. Good start. Okay, let's get the warding. Yeah, so I think we'll just end our turn. Now we still have the spell is ready to launch, this ignite spell. So let's go and do that on this one. I don't think we can actually bring anyone else down at this stage. It's burning. So they're awakening to try to get better impact from the different units. Getting bolster defense in there now. Well, it's eating to get more health, so it's cannibalizing one of the other feline warriors, and it's now going to do big damage against us. So we're now going to have to really focus on this guy. We may lose this. Yeah, we did. Okay, that's a shame. They did well there. I didn't think that they'd be able to do that. Now they've lost themselves as well. Now I can bring this one across past the caltraps. This one here, it's 30%. I've really got to focus on this one over here now. Okay, so 30%. I've got a one. Yeah, I've only got one shot there. There we go. It's now left the hero open to come back through and do other things. Okay, and then this one here, we'll just use the shield wall just to protect the others around it. Shield wall there to protect those. Now we don't want to go in the fire, so we'll just move across to this other side. In fact, that's already got flame there as well. It can't fire if our guys are in here. Let's just move that one through. I don't mind so much if the spider gets burnt, because it's just summoned in anyway. This is good. Can't hit anything just yet. There we go. That's been brought down. Get the spiders in there. And there we go. We've got it. We've done it. We did lose one unit. Unfortunately, one of our tier 2 units. Anyway, it was the AI, as I say, does do a good job, and but we did well. We've sort of taken the city, so that's great. Close this one. And so, celebrating the defeat of Kenna Luna. So we've done that very, very quickly. So you've crumbled to the last defences of Kenna Luna and cast him into the astral void, banishing him from his realm. Whatever schemes Kenna Luna had in his works, none of them shall come to fruition. The last of his misguided troops flee to hide in the hills and woods. His Leonine awakened, their spirits crushed by the false idol's yoke, now find themselves at your mercy, O glorious Forge Lord. Whatever the future holds, Kenna Luna is a thorn in your side no more. How would you commemorate this extraordinary victory? So we can either get Imperium, which I don't really need. Now I can spend money and get even more Imperium, but I don't have the money. We can manipulate the fading zeal of Kenna Luna to conquer divine gold, and so this one here we can get like we can go a bit more evil, and we receive 145 gold. And that may be worth doing. We could do this one here where we actually end up getting, we lose 131 mana, but we get 10 alignment. So I don't want to be doing that one. I'll let the moment pass. It was just a minor inconvenience. I think I'll take the gold and just go more negative with our alignment. All right, so Kenna Luna has been defeated. So that's one of the factions now completely destroyed. So we took his capital and destroyed him, basically, in the last episode. Let's have a quick look and see what else there is. We're now changed to evil. So we're now we're evil dwarves, evil forge dwarves. So we now have a negative relation with free cities and rulers that have neutral or better alignment. Random events that occur have a negative 10% chance to be negative. Okay, your ruler has now leveled up, which is good. And we'll have a look. And so we're using him as a support unit. So we've got Battle Seeker training, while so all tier 1 units in the army gain 20% damage on their attacks. That's actually very, very good. So and we were using quite a few of them. True Sight. Yeah, we don't need that one. Vigor. We don't need defense training. So all while army leader, all non-hero units in the army gain +1 defense. So that would be okay. Golem Assistant. So start combat with an Iron Golem Assistant, a tier 1 fighter unit. Again, that's a good one as well. So inspiring leader. So while all non-hero units have minus 20% unit upkeep, again, that's a great one as well. Strength training, but I think we might go with the Battle Seeker training. All right, so we're just using him as a support unit, but that's all good. So we'll close that one off, and Empire skill has now been unlocked as well. Forced March. That's not a bad one. We also have raising cities grants +1 population to one of your cities for every 3 population of the city that was raised. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe on the overworld. Like maybe when we actually go up against the Frostlings, that may be a good way for us to just go fully evil and literally destroy what Artica has got, if we can do it. it's not going to be easy. So unlocks the ability. Forced march will allow us to then move fairly quickly. Let's go that way. All right, city awaits its fate. So this one here, we can either vassalize the conquered city, so turn it into a vassal city. We can absorb it for 200. We've got enough to do that over 4 turns. We bring that under our control. Now it's a big size city. I can also migrate it to Forgeborn, which will then make me more evil again. So it'll become a Forgeborn city, but we then actually have all the problems of it being inside the desert, and our guys aren't good in the desert. So I think the absorption would probably be the better of the options. There's that raising one that we could do. Can't we get a lot of gold for that one? And vassalizing would be another option. Bit of a tricky one actually as to which way we go. We've all got good options. Look, I think I'll absorb it. Let's do that. Okay. Anyway, guys, I think I'll actually leave this episode here because at least now we've done a siege and we've had to replay because we lost one of our heroes and we don't want that to happen. So we'll go that way. This will now give us, when we do get the city, we'll get another hero because we'll now have 3 cities under our control, which is the maximum that we can actually have. So I'll leave it there and I'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.